Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Special episode of Trash Talk. I'm TJ O'Connor. With me, as always, Damian the Wolverine Hill. Trash Talk is brought to you by the sponsors of the show: Valhalla Combat Sports Incorporated, Ink Shrinks Tattoo, Origin Wellness CBD, Spartan Martial Arts, The Striking Institute, James Clark Sports Psychology and Hypnosis Therapy, The Fighters, and my mom. Damian, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Probably not as good as you. How are you doing?
Besides lack of sleep and food, I'm doing amazing. Friday night, the baby was born. Nathan O'Connor was born at 8:09 Mountain Time on June 26th. So we got to spark these It's a Boys and let's get into it.
It is a boy. Oh, man. Congratulations, TJ. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I mean, it was really fun. Obviously, I didn't do a whole lot. Shout out to Mama. She's the superwoman here. Made that shit look easy. You know, like when you train for a fucking 5-round fight and you go out there and you finish that shit in the first round, that's what she made it look like. So kudos to her.
So I guess to the people out there that know that you were expecting the child and now that the child is finally here, I mean, it usually throws a little bit of a wrench in your normal schedule.
Yeah.
I guess what's the schedule going to look like for you from now on, and how often do you plan on being in the Trash Talk videos or not? I don't know if I said that right.
I think I know where you're going with it, so I'll just pick it up. From the fans' perspective, those watching the show, you're not going to miss a beat. I'm going to be here. We're going to be talking fights. We're going to be doing that. From a production standpoint, we might lower the days we record a little bit, and we might have set days where we try to pound out, 3-4 interviews in one day. But this is stuff that we've talked about. Luckily, we planned for it, and now it's here. We just got to put it in action. And, now that fights are getting rolling again, I've got this big card coming up July 25th. I couldn't be more excited to get the ball rolling now with 2 kiddos and Trash Talk.
Yeah. Okay, so next question. You've been able to actually, I mean, for the people that don't know, you live out in Colorado, and you've been able to fly up here and make it to some of the shows, actually. A couple of them last year and one this year, I believe, because of the whole Corona shit. But how is that? Is that going to change? Are you going to have basically come here less frequently?
I think with the trips I made, it's still going to be relatively reasonable. I mean, looking at it, am I going to make every fight card? Unfortunately, no, and that bothers me because I mean, this is what we do. I want to see these fights. Luckily, we got the video camera. I don't know why I got so stumbled up on my words right there, but I get to see these fights. But will I be there? Guaranteed. When there's a big fight, when there's a stacked card, I'm going to be there, front row with a smile like this.
Yeah. So I guess, too, another question is watching the fights and enjoying them at home. We know that you have watched them pretty much since the sport began or since you were first exposed to the sport. And you met a woman that's okay with your love for the sport and okay with you watching it. And I guess the fights over the remote control now where you have to put on something that's going to maybe be more pleasing for the baby instead.
I don't know if you guys had a chance to see my personal Facebook, but this baby has only watched fights. That's all he's into. He has not seen any cartoons at this point in time. He is into hand-to-hand physical combat. He wants to see the best guys in the world. His first fight night, he got to watch that main event on Saturday night. And, I mean, that's arguably fight of the year, so we can say that he's ready for it. But to answer the question truthfully, we'll be watching a shitload of Paw Patrol. But I like Paw Patrol. I've seen every episode now, except for the new one, because we were having a baby on Friday. So luckily, I get to bust it out on the DVR.
Okay, so now with the other son, the kids are 2 years apart. What do you think the relationship is going to be like? Are you excited about that? Are you nervous?
Yeah, both. I'm very excited. I feel like they're going to be – I hope their bond is as strong as I envision it in my head. I'm going to do everything I can to ensure that. let them know. But at the end of the day, they're going to be two boys that, like we were just talking about, are going to watch a lot of fights. They're going to be they're very energetic. Michael, I mean, the kid sprints around the table 15 times, just going fast, fast, fast. That's what he does for fun. So, I mean, it's going to be high energy. And personally, if the fans want to know what I'm most excited for, I'm excited for their first fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. And that's 15 years in the making. Oh, man. Or 16 for Michael, I guess. 16 more years for him.
Oh, no. Oh, excuse me. I meant their first fight with each other. So realistically, I'm thinking maybe 5 years. One, Nathan can hold his own and has a little bit of an attitude. Michael will be about 7. I want to see them fight each other. I want to see how it goes down because Michael, sure, he's the bigger one. He has the more advantage, but he was the only child. He was raised. He was babied. He's pampered. He was in satin sheets. He's the George St. Pierre. Nathan's going to be the Nick Diaz. He's gritty. He's the second kid. You know what I mean? So it's going to be clash of personalities.
Man, I was there. I literally seen Michael pampered the fuck up.
Yeah, in Pampers. In Pampers. That is a fact. And you talk about their personalities. I mean, it's just an odd fact. I mean, the fans know, like I said, well, I'm from Minnesota, as all of you are. When Michael was born in the middle, or actually the end of December, it was negative 10 degrees that day. Today, or excuse me, on Friday, when Nathan was born, it was 92 degrees. So if you can do the math, which I know you guys can because Minnesota high school education is pretty good, that's over 100 degrees temperature difference between these two when they were born. And I feel like their personalities are going to match that. We got fire, we got ice, and nothing nice.
Oh my God, dude. I'm just really I'm excited for you. You know, I can't wait to meet little Nathan, even though his name was supposed to be Damien.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's another conversation for another time, maybe.
We can talk about that. I'll address it right now. His name was going to be Damien. For some reason, when I put the pen to the birth certificate, it spelled Nathan. So, I mean, it's a simple mistake. We're going to look into trying to get it fixed. But as for right now and probably in the future, his name's Nathan, yeah.
Man, that's some bullshit, dude. I don't know.
Luckily, where I think I messed up is because the second letter is an A and the last letter is an N. So I thought I was close, but it wasn't there.
Man, that's dyslexia for you, man. Shit. It's just how it works. You know, I can't even blame you. It's mental disability. So, I don't know, dude. From now on, I mean, from here on out, because we were talking previously when you had your fight coming up, and then after the fight, because you were saying that you might just want to get one last one in before the next kid is born, and you know, maybe this be the last hurrah. But after that, you had also mentioned that you still kind of feel like getting back in there.
Yes.
Is the feeling still there, and how do you see that playing out with 2 kids now?
1,000%. And I want to it was just, I want to thank James Clark for lighting that fire under me again, giving me that opportunity in March. I took it, went out there, didn't go my way that night, but it was so much fucking fun. And I know all the fighters know what that means. I mean, sometimes you go out there and you have a fight that's considered a fight of the night. All the fans love it. Unfortunately, only one person get their hand raised. So that lit the fire underneath me, man. I've definitely have I been picking it up in the last month? No, we've been picking up diapers and getting the crib ready. But now that he's here and, you know, everything's good, we're safe, it's time to ramp things back up. I don't know if it's going to be in 2020, just I guess obviously with the pandemic, who knows where fights are going to be. But just know that, yeah, I mean, I want to fight again. And am I going to fight again forever? Probably not. But maybe I'm itching for that win. The fighters know what I mean when I say that win, it's the best feeling in the world. And losing eats 6 bags of dicks. So it's like the spectrum is so there. So when you get so close and, you know, and 2 of the 3 judges go, nah, not tonight, man. It's just like, fuck. So it's like, I want that feeling. And maybe I get that and I go, I want this some more. You know what I mean? Because, man, fighting it's the ultimate high. It's right up there with, like I said, I mean, maybe I'm speaking out of pocket, but I'm in a position right now to talk about it. As exciting as when I just had a son. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it gets you in your stomach and you're like, I have no control over the situation. I just want everything to go right. And then when it does, it's just like, ah. So it's just, oh man, it's beautiful.
Dude, it's an experience all in itself, winning a fight. You know, I mean, It's oh yeah,
And we
dude.
haven't talked about this on camera. You're fighting again, dog. What?
That's another episode. We'll talk about that another time, you know. But yeah, it's like winning is its drug, it's its own high, and it's like you're chasing. I don't want to say it like this, but it's almost you're chasing an overdose that's never gonna happen. You know, you can't overdose on winning, and you want that high, that fucking feeling is just it's one of a kind. And
fighting is doing the exact opposite of what TLC told you. You are literally chasing waterfalls. That's what you're doing.
man, so I guess that probably wraps it up. I guess, dude. I'm just congratulations on 2 sons that hopefully gonna be wrestling in about 5 years.
2.
2, yeah.
Michael will be 4. Nathan will be 2. They're gone.
Oh hell yeah! All right, now this has been Trash Talk. Like this video, subscribe to Trash Talk with Damien and TJ. Don't be a hoe.
And if you made it this far, picture of the baby in the comments. What?